It's an issue which people have been wrestling with in Anglo-Saxon countries certainly for 50-odd years, which is to increase the rate at which people save. And many of us have concluded that people in Britain and the US just don't like saving. They don't care about saving. It turns out it's not really that. It's just that people hate doing paperwork. So, and to set a background to this, by the way, I don't know if you know what is the tax effectiveness of a tax subsidy to get people to save. So for every extra dollar, if we match it and we say, if you put extra money in, we'll put money in and match your savings for your pensions. Our best estimate is for every extra pound or dollar that you put in, you get 6 cents of extra saving, right? So it's very, very ineffective. And we spend tens of billions every year using tax subsidies to encourage people to save. In contrast, this is a change where we made, just to say, at the moment what happens certainly in the US and the UK until very recently, is that your employer can put you into a pension scheme. But you just have to sign the paper and say, opt me into the pension scheme, right? So we just changed it so you still have the choice. You just have to say if you don't want to save. So unless you say otherwise, you're saving, and otherwise, but if you don't want to, you just say, please, I'd like to opt out. What difference does it make? This is our very early result before auto-enrollment, after an auto-enrollment. And this includes people, of course, who are off sick and so on. So basically, more than 90% of people then start saving. And in Britain, since we introduced this 2 years ago now, we have more than 5 million extra people saving for their pensions. And the cost of changing the default was almost nothing, as opposed to we spend about $30 billion every year on a tax subsidy to encourage people to save.